we're going to have some crazy weather coming up this weekend with LSU. We need the students there. Be safe, walk down the hill, come out of your place, but be safe, but we need you there. And for you season ticket holders, if you can't get there, send your tickets. We will give them to the students.
We're below that today because of the weather, but if you're stuck at home, glad you joined us here on JP. 19 on the shot clock, and Brewer's shot. It might be Bud Walton Arena, but it's Courtney's court tonight. 35 points, 33 in the second half. A marvelous performance.
Where they had to shut down campus at 5, that just gave the students more time to pregame and get in here to call the hog. Musselman is going to thank the crowd. You know he will. He goes and gets that dog to take him home.
Live from the Busch Light Studios. Busch. Produced by Colton Little with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft. This is The Morning Rush.
I know I'm getting older when I want to start the show with the back in my day moment. Back in my day, a type of weekend like this on the campus in the University of Arkansas was a treasure. It was incredible. You got Cal, as you heard there, imploring students to come to Bud Walton Arena, have some fun. You heard some highlights. Ronnie's game against Florida, who went on to win the national championship in 2006. A Courtney Fortson game, I think against Mississippi State, where it scored 33 in the second half. You pounded LSU 3 years ago by 20. All those games have snow in common. A lot of the students were there. They put the place out, and with the incoming weather that we're going to have this weekend, hopefully, Tommy, we see the same thing, because this is such a fun time to be 18 to 22 years old on campus of the U of A. Hopefully there'll be a lot of fans in attendance tomorrow that are of that age.
I just hope the library stays open for you guys.
Yeah.
I'm sure y'all were worried about being able to get to the library and study during these snowstorms. But I've got tickets for Saturday night. I'm not going to use them. Should we send them to Cal, or should we give them away here on the show?
I would say give them away on the show. Let's give them away on the show.
By God, if you win them, you better be there. Mm-hmm. I'm going to have eyes on those seats, all right?
I would say you heard them talking about Gucci Row and the cost of those tickets.
Those first 4 seats right there, right next to Calipari's staff, that's the Calipari effect. Ravi, $375,000 per seat. What for the year? That's how much money they're generating off those 4 seats right there behind Cal. $375,000 per seat for the year. That's the Calipari effect. Woo.
Do those seats have people in them tomorrow?
The folks that sit closest to Cal, and I'm not going to give his name. I've known him for years. He used to be a coach at Springdale High. If you've seen, you know who I'm talking about. But he was a longtime coach at Springdale, and his family's related to the Hunt family, and he is just a treasure of a person. And I love seeing him down there. I was watching, and you wouldn't have seen this on TV. I was watching before the game on what was that, Tuesday night they played Vanderbilt. Cal, when he came out, minutes before tip-off, he went down and, gave hugs and interacted and had brief but not just cursory conversations with all of the people that sit in those seats. So, for $375, I was told they were $350. I'll go with Jimmy's number because I've got a family member that was offered some of those, and that didn't fit the budget. But, that is the Cal effect. And, not only do you get to sit and have a great seat, but, Cal came down and dapped him up a little bit, and hugs and handshakes and all those things. All right, that's where we began here on a Fast Break Friday. Or is it Football Friday today, since we got AFC, NFC championship games? We can discuss that moving forward. It's brought to you by QC Kinetix. They deliver regenerative treatments that actually help your body repair the areas that are causing you pain, those achy knees, hips, back, shoulders. Hey, if you got to shovel a little bit of snow, that's going to hurt the back. And if that's out of the question for you, you need to get with our friends at QC Kinetix. Skip 3 to 6 months of recovery. Skip the pain. Skip the invasive surgery with QC Kinetix. 479-999-1234 is the number. 999-1234 for QC Kinetix.
So are those seats filled? And if they're not filled by the traditional people that pay and sit there, would you allow students to occupy those said seats?
I do know there's I'll call it an NDA, but there are rules that go with those
Oh,
seats.
yeah. You see it on I've taken a picture of it before. It's got no yelling at officials. You can't say it's profane language.
Well, but there's additional rules if you're on the side with the coaches.
Okay.
On what you.
So would the students adhere to those said rules, you think, if they gave
I
them
think those seats are, when you pay that kind of money, $375,000, you break that out by the game. That's a lot of money to sit there. So, and they look really comfy. They look like really comfortable chairs over there, loungers. They're better than what's on Gucci Row, that's for sure.
I was reading what have we called it something else, because those seats are not just Gucci Row, they're even better. Is there additional
That's
name?
Louis Vuitton Row.
Louis Vuitton Row. Okay. Well, I was reading this in Whole Hog Sports this morning. Tommy, they're like, students aren't having to move their vehicles like they usually do. So if you're, and my thought is, okay, these parking lots with 30,000+ kids on campus nowadays, no one's going to want to move their car because of the weather that's coming in. So the people that are driving from North Central Arkansas or River Valley or Central Arkansas, if you want to come to the game, or even in Northwest Arkansas, if you're just driving in, I just wonder the impact that the parking issues are going to wait tomorrow night and tomorrow afternoon, because if the students aren't moving at the traditional spots that these people pay for their parking passes, I just wonder how much of an issue that's going to be.
You think about where, particularly the big money parks, just drive through campus during the day. Most of those big spots, the ones up and around the arena, Lot 56, or I call it 56, the big one there at MLK and Razorback Road. I'm not sure how much student parking. You're not parking in front of a lot of student housing, I guess is what I'm saying. A lot of those lots on the west side of Razorback Road, kind of by the track and across that. There's still a lot of parking that occurs in front of the Broyles Center. They shuttle. I think parking will be fine. Students, the on-campus ones will walk to the game. I think parking will work itself out. I think it will.
This team's yet to lose at home this season. Tickets right now, like when you think about an undefeated basketball team that has double-digit wins and are just blowing teams out, you would think that tickets, and they have been when there's been good weather. But Tommy, you go online right now, they're $10, $20, $30. People are just trying to get rid of them. And like you heard Cal say, there's going to be a lot of transfers for students and whatnot. We're going to give away some tickets later on today. But if you want to go to the game, if you want to trudge through the weather, you can do it at a pretty feasible cost.
Yep. Well, I think if we get snow more than ice, they'll keep 49 clear where you can go by tomorrow night, because I think a lot of the falling precipitation will be done by midday Saturday. But I know these models keep changing. I'm not, may end up getting more than 4 inches in Fayetteville as this thing shifted north, as I said earlier this week. But I think getting to the game, if you're within Sebastian, Crawford, Washington, Benton County areas, I don't think if you're along the I-49 corridor or can get to 40, I don't think you're going to have a problem getting to the game.
Okay.
My opinion. But just based on when it falls, if we don't get a ton of ice, I think there will be at least one lane clear. It's not going to be at a point where you can't get to and from other than maybe in the middle of it. I think I'll be right about that.
Well, go ahead.
I just think that the idea that 49 is going to be impassable, it's going to be closed. Tell me the last time I-49 was closed because of winter weather. I'm just going on based on history. Brought to you by APAC and Standard Materials Group, the #1 source for top quality aggregates, asphalt, and ready-mix concrete, whether it's a small residential project or a large-scale commercial job. APAC has you covered, and no job's too big or small. If you need expert advice or construction consultant services, ensure you're always on the right track. 479-587-3300 for your rock, asphalt, and ready-mix needs. It's APAC It's Standard Materials Group.
All right, a few of the other topics. We're going to get to our Fence Man Friday picks coming up in a bit. Pat McAfee had some things to say about sports radio hosts, which I found funny. Malik Thomas talked about the shot that he hit Tuesday night where he turned around and looked at the fans. Colton, I know, is going to be dissatisfied with Jeff Hafley's opening press conference for the Miami Dolphins, plus some other stuff with Kirk Cignetti in Indiana. Did you happen to catch any of Colton's play-by-play debut for the Springdale Bulldogs last night?
I did not.
Okay.
In fact, I was unaware it was even happening.
Okay, well, let's get into it.
This is the opening drive.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
My pleasure to welcome you to this presentation of Springdale Bulldog basketball on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Greetings, everyone. On the eve of the great blizzard of 2026, I'm Colton Little here in place of the voice of the Bulldogs, Zach Arn. So as I step in to fill a very large man's very small shoes, the weather is frosty, but it's warm here in Bulldog Arena, and we're set for 6A West basketball. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there, and we've got a double dose of the Dogs here with Fayetteville in town. There's another steal for him again as McCoy puts it over her head to Hudson. Whoa, a little bit of showtime there. Hudson wraps it around her back, and the left-handed layup. Are you kidding? That's a highlight they're going to show again and again. Look at that. Kaya McCoy gets the interception. She tosses it no look over her head. Right to Charlene Hudson, who takes it and takes a nice little stroll, does the Dr. J wraparound, and that's a nice highlight you only see right here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. And here's Bledsaw, 5 seconds to go. Bledsaw on the right side, trying to make something happen. 1 second floater, it's good! Uncle Mo taking a visit to Springdale. They cut the lead to 9. We'll be back for one final quarter of basketball here in the 6A West. You're watching Springdale basketball on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Is this some amateur hour or something?
Sounds like an upgrade to me.
I'd be scared if I was Zach Arns and not only heard it last
I think he
night,
got Wally pipped.
or this morning. Colton didn't think he did a good job. I thought he did a great job. Does that bring you back to your old play-by-play days at all?
I would like to step in. I've done play-by-play in 20 years. I'd like to think I was pretty good at it 20 years ago. I'd like to step in and try it again once. There are days I get the itch, and I just this job and when I came to work here in 2004, we didn't have play-by-play, and I embraced officiating more. So
what could have been?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, but it's all worked out fine for me. But there's days I'd like to try that out again.
We have
twice. 3
broadcasters now with play-by-play, with Zach with Springdale, Colton the backup for Springdale, and then Ruskin with Benville West. Who did you call Southside games, right?
Southside, I've done Northside, I've done Greenwood, all at times. So yeah, I've been around a little bit.
I would ask our audience here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, and we're our own worst critique. I think everyone feels that way. We're very critical of ourselves often. You could send some encouragement Colton's way at 877-377-6963. I listened. I watched. I thought he did a fine job last night.
Well, that's the one thing I was talking with. I commonly get the question, "What's wrong with Ty?" And one of the things we were talking about is, Ty never did play-by-play. You might be the only one I've ever worked with that hasn't done play-by-play. And I really think you should have embraced that years ago, because it teaches you the art of timing.
Well,
it teaches you ad-lib. It teaches you how to work your voice with the not only enunciations, but it expands your vocabulary. It does so many things for you as a broadcaster, because you got to figure out how to fill time. You got to figure out how to be concise. You come up with more words to be descriptive. Play-by-play, I think, is one of the foundation blocks of learning how to do this.
Well, I agree with almost everything you just said. For me, in the midst of a Razorback game or any game I would be calling, I would be tempted to swear. And that is nixed on a play-by-play broadcast. Any game I'm watching, I have to silence my voice in the press box. I just sit there with my hands together and don't say anything in the press box, or if I say something, most of the time it's a curse word. And so I know my strengths and weaknesses. That would be a weakness. Even though Gus Johnson was the reason I got in this industry, play-by-play would not be a strength of mine. So I avoided it.
Well,
like the play.
That's a strength you should develop.
You
got to learn to have a filter. You got to know when to turn it on and turn it off.
I'm good. I'm good.
I think you do good.
I like Cole. What did you say, Brandon?
I think you do good at it.
Well, I appreciate the vote of confidence. Brandon with the Fence Man here. Colton's way better. Tommy,
hey, I just got a high-level text. Oh, Colton's listening. I mean a high-level text from someone within the Springdale school administration. I mean, we're going nearly to the top here. And he said Colton did a great job. So, I mean, Zach, he's coming for you. I mean, Fimp, he's available. I can broker this deal here. So it could be a Wally Pip situation.
Save some money. Save some money. All right, that's your opening drive. Colton's gonna be back with us in a sec, but because
we only have so many microphones. Yeah. So, all right, opening drive. We'll get to our Fence Man Friday picks in just a second. Brought to you by the Bobby Garland Baby Shed. I don't know if I'm going to be fishing this weekend. Now, I'm going to tell you, if you're on the White River and you had that Smithwick Original suspending Rattling Rogue, it might be a good weekend for that. Even though it's going to be cold, bitterly cold, could be some good fishing there. But, hey, get the tackle box out. See what you need to replace. Go to lurenet.com. Any order over $35, they'll get it shipped to you early next week. You can get some upgrades in your tackle box. That's lurenet.com, all made in Arkansas, lurenet.com.
Fenceman Friday Picks. Call the Fenceman for all kinds of fences, controlled access, and custom iron projects. 479-782-3936. The Fenceman. We ain't afraid of no work.
I appreciate the encouraging words, Brandon. Sometimes in life you have to figure out what you think you'd be good at or decent at, and others you got to avoid. So I'm avoiding that by the play. All right, y'all ready to pick some games? We got basketball and football, AFC Championship, NFC Championship, and a few SEC games, including the one in Fayetteville. Ready to go?
Do it.
All right, let's start with the controversial one in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Tennessee going to take on the Crimson Tide with the newly added roster in Charles Bediako. Tommy, Alabama is a 3.5-point favorite. What happens in that weird wonky game tomorrow where you got a new player that's playing his first game all season?
I don't think he'll be the reason. I think Alabama wins the game because they're at home. I'll take Alabama and give 3 away.
I'm going to take Bama as well. They've taken a few steps back from where I thought they would be at this point of the season, but I'm going to take Alabama in this one.
Yep, I'll take Bama and the points as well.
All right, some NFL games. AFC Championship will start there. The New England Patriots travel to Mile High to take on the home underdog Broncos. They're 4.5-point dogs, Tommy. What happens Sunday in Mile High?
I don't know how you don't take the Patriots. Common sense says so. The whole world's going to take New England, right?
So you're going to take the Broncos?
So give me the Broncos.
Yeah, I'm also going to take the Broncos. I think Stidham at least keeps them in the game. He'll probably have some turnovers like May does, but I think that the Pats will win by a field goal, so the Broncos cover at home but don't win.
I think no Bo Nix is trouble for them, so I think Pats are going to win this one.
Rams at the Seahawks, a divisional game. Go to the 12th man in Washington. The Seattle Seahawks, Tommy, are 2.5-point favorites on the Bet Saracen app at home.
That doesn't sound like enough points to me for the Rams. I think the Seahawks win, and I think it's a lot more than 2.5.
I know Cam Curl, former Razorbacks, confident heading into this game. Bo Limmer, also his teammate, but I'm going to take Seattle as well, Tommy. I think they're playing really good football right now, and I think at home they're going to be trouble.
Yep, Seattle by at least a touchdown.
All right, game tomorrow, 7:30 tip, Chuck and Z, courtside starting at 7 o'clock here on ESPN Arkansas. Tommy, the Razorbacks are 9.5-point favorites. We heard a compilation that Colton put together. A lot of times when you play at home in the snow, Arkansas wins these type of games, and you're playing a really bad LSU team.
History doesn't matter. Arkansas is damn near impossible to beat at Bud Walton Arena. And I don't think that changes tomorrow. Arkansas is going to win, but I don't think it's going to be by 9.5. Hogs win, but give me LSU in the points.
Arkansas, at home, in conference play, has won by an average of 23 points. Hadn't lost, as you mentioned. So I think they cover, and I think it's pretty handily as well, Brandon. So I'm going to take the Hogs to cover and win.
Woo pig. I think they're going to do it too. At least 10 points.
You want to go to the game? You want to brave it?
I might.
All right. I'll hook you up.
All
right. So any more games? That's all our games?
Unless you want to do one.
You want to predict the snow or anything?
Yeah.
How many snow are we getting in Fayetteville?
I said, what did I say? 6.5 or 7? Tommy said 4.5.
Yeah.
What do you think?
6'7",
6'7".
Go with that. All right, those are our Fence Man Friday picks. Brandon, y'all, I don't know how much fence you'll be building the next few days, but y'all have the deal where you get 10% off if you come out and get your quote right now.
Yes, sir.
Get on the schedule. 10% on a fence, that's a lot of money.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it can save you some money. You're going to give me a call, and I can come out and see it and see what we can do for you.
I mean, in real dollars, that'll save you a bunch. So 782-3936. Go ahead and get on the schedule for next week, probably midweek at some point, and you guys come out, do the measurements, get ideas. Then y'all come up with a design and a look that, whether it's residential, commercial, industrial, high security,
we do.
You'll put it all together. I mean, this isn't just a couple guys in a trailer going to pull up with a load of wood and start with some post hole diggers. This is the real deal, a real outfit here.
Yes, sir. Everybody we got at the Fence Man is top tier, top of the line, guys.
All right. They got all the right stuff, and
and ladies.
I'm gonna tell you, Sean's built several fences for me over the years, and one for my mom, one at my house, did some gates at my house.
Mm-hmm.
Attention to detail is what I'd say.
Yes, sir.
I mean, fair price. If you want the cheapest, probably need to call somebody else. But guess what you're gonna get?
You pay for what you get.
Cheap fence. They're not the most expensive either. It's a fair value.
That's true.
But I'll say that Sean and that team stands behind what they do. And, I've had a gate that's fallen and dragged a little bit, come and,
Yes, sir.
tighten that up and fixed it. Those are the things that I value because when you have an issue down the road, you guys have always been there for me.
We love our local customers and everything. We love to service everybody in the area.
782-3936, or while you're in that Barca Lounger this weekend, go to thefencemanAR.com or their Facebook page and see what I'm talking about. That's the Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
No, sir.
Stay bundled up out there.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's Brandon with the Fence Man here.
Y'all
with
have a good
our
one.
Fence Man Friday picks.
Tommy, we do have someone coming in at 10 a.m. that's going to talk weather. I know you're not going to be here, but you'll be listening. So if you want to rail on weathermen for the next 40 minutes.
Quit sensationalizing everything. That's all. Quit blowing it all out of proportion. That's all I ask. Because it's shutting down the economy. People aren't going to work. Restaurants are, in peril right now.
All right, more of the Morning Rush Hog updates coming up next as we continue on here. Fast Break Friday brought to you by QC Kinetix.
Fast Break Friday brought to you by QC Kinetix in Bentonville. Get back to living your life.
Steal by the Razorbacks, knocks to the other end, and a throwdown.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanAR.com or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
All right, you're all set with a coat and scarf. Bundling up?
Yeah, it's freezing out there.
Want to bundle up some wins?
Wins?
It's the $5 bundle from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery. It's Powerball with Power Play, Lotto, and a free natural state jackpot ticket, all for just $5.
Wait. 3 chances for 3 jackpots for $5? Bundle me up.
Ask for the $5 bundle today. Must be 18 or older to play. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Few things in life are more important than showing up. Whether you show up for your family, friends, or teammates, it doesn't hurt to bring a plate of their favorite beef dish. Together, we bring more. Find your next crowd pleaser at beefitswhatsfordinner.com. Brought to you by the Arkansas Beef Council, courtesy of Beef. Itswhatsfordinner.com. Tom Murphy is brought to you by the Arkansas Beef Council. Beef, it's what's for dinner.
He shot it. He didn't even see it go in. He turned around talking to the student section. It went in the net.
This is the Morning Rush.
2026 is looking bright at Rath Auto Resources. Celebrate by driving away in one of our road-ready certified pre-owned cars, reconditioned and backed by a comprehensive warranty. With our award-winning customer service, non-commissioned sales team, and painless pricing, we take the hassle out of the car buying experience, so you can focus on more important things, like that new gym membership, quitting smoking, or that other thing. Ring in the new year with a new ride and see why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath. Rath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith. RathAutoFortSmith.com.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available. available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Flu vaccines, both regular and high dose for seniors, are now available at Law's Drug Store in Fort Smith. Call 452-6116 to schedule your shot appointment. Usually there is no cost when covered by your insurance. Law's Drug has COVID vaccines, RSV vaccines for ages 60 plus. Pneumonia and tetanus shots are also available. Law's Drug Store, 6802 Rogers Avenue behind Outback Steakhouse. Law's Drug Store, open 6 days a week to safely care for you and your family.
Contractors, you know the right equipment makes all the difference. That's why you choose LG HVAC systems. Innovative, efficient, and built to perform. And at J&B Supply, we're more than just a supplier. Since 1968, our family-owned business has provided HVAC and plumbing pros with the products, expert service, and hands-on training to get the job done right. Check out the buzz around LG's new game-changing equipment today. For over 50 years, HVAC and plumbing pros have trusted J&B Supply in Fort Smith, Springdale, and Bentonville. J&B Supply, where the professionals go.
10 years ago, True Grit Running Company opened its doors with one simple goal: to help people move better, feel stronger, and find their stride. Today, we're celebrating 10 years of True Grit. Join us all year long for anniversary events, group runs, limited edition gear, and plenty of surprises as we kick off 2026. Whether you're chasing a finish line or just starting your journey, thank you for being part of our story. True Grit Running Company, 10 years strong, built by runners.
Arkansas Fuel Injection in Fort Smith has been providing quality work for all new and rebuilt diesel pumps and injectors for over 25 years. They are a certified diesel shop with a team of quality technicians that ensure the highest quality workmanship and warranties all their work. They are open Monday through Friday 8 to 5 and has emergency service available 24 hours a day. For all your diesel pump, fuel injection, and parts needs, stop by Arkansas Fuel Injection, 6300 South 29th Street, Fort Smith. Call them today at 1-800-817-7709. Arkansas Fuel Injection.
You love to travel? Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Wave Rural Connect has some exciting news. Our service is now available in a brand new zone covering parts of Midland and Montreal. If you're along Highway 45, 252 or 253, or on Douglas Road or Slaytonville Road, you can get fast, reliable fiber internet today. Don't miss out. Visit waveruralconnect.com or call 1-833-492-8372. Wave Rural Connect. Internet that works when you need it most.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Gage Wood, no hits him. Allen has a wide open man. It's Childs. He's loose. He scores. Childs, please.
Well, Uncle Tommy loves the Razorbacks.
ARKNSAS.
This is your Hog Update on the Morning Rush.
Go Hog. In the corner, Thomas, he'll let one fly. Malik drains a three-pointer. You can't leave Malik Thomas that wide open. 13 points. It's 93-62.
He shot it. He didn't even see it go in. He turned around talking to the student section. It went in the net.
Yeah, that's my confidence. I didn't know I was going to turn around until it went up. So it was just like off of instincts. It was purely off of instincts. I mean, I take a lot of those shots when nobody's watching, so I know that they're going to drop. Turn around or not. That's just how I was feeling out there.
Does Malik Thomas attempt another Steph Curry shot tomorrow?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, what if that doesn't go in?
Well,
you look like a fool then. That's what I wonder what Cal.
Coach Martin was
if
talking about.
Cal said anything to him. I don't know. I mean, it worked out this time. I wouldn't try it again. I would be 1 for 1 on that deal, and that'd be it.
That's kind of where my thought process was when it comes to that game tomorrow night at 7:30. Don't know if you see.
You're not going to make every one of those deals.
No. And there's an iconic one of Nick Young, Swaggy P, taking one for the Lakers, and it looks like it's going in. And he turns around, and puts his hands up at the crowd. The thing ends up popping out. That would have been a tough look, but luckily Malik made it. Like you said, 1 for 1. And hopefully it's a big part of tomorrow night's win. I'm going to
be like Jake Taylor in Major League. I'm going to point to the outfield and call for a home run and then bunt. That's what I'm going to do.
So what leads you? This LSU team's bad. Like, McMahon might get fired after the season. It might bring Will Wade back. What leads you to believe? You think Arkansas is just going to come in lethargic against an opponent they know they can beat, even playing badly tomorrow?
Tell me, have you looked at LSU lately? Tell me who they played Florida tough the other night at Florida.
They lost by like 18.
But look at a lot of that game. Did you watch any of the game? I watched the game. LSU hadn't laid down like a doormat. Go look at the results and how those games have played. Watch the game. They're not going to just come in here and lay down and let you just have your way. So, no, I don't think it's going to be –
Well, in one game of the SEC at home against Missouri.
Yeah, but how many times they gotten blown out?
Pull it back up.
Yeah. I know what the record is.
On the ropes by 18
points. Yeah, they had 8.
That one slip away.
Yeah, right. This hadn't been a team that's just – they've kind of been like Arkansas football this year. Hadn't won a lot, but they've given everybody a tussle.
That's a good comparison. Speaking of Arkansas football, former Razorback Dan Skipper is retiring. It looks like he's trying his hand at the coaching.
Make it to him this time, and they got a wide open target. It's one of the linemen. It's Skipper to the end zone for the touchdown. Dan Skipper. All 6'9" of them.
At one point in time, there was 4 Detroit Razorbacks. Now we're down to 2. Tesla and Jake Bates. Used to have Ragnow, used to have Skipper. Don't know where Skipper's going to end up coaching or not, but can we still call him the Detroit Razorbacks with only 2 guys?
I guess.
Okay.
I don't want to call him a two-way player like the NBA, but he was kind of that for the Lions the last few years. He'd be on the practice squad. They'd bring him up as needed and go back down. So to use the basketball term, he's kind of been a two-way player. What do they call it? Two-way contracts? Is that what they call it in the NBA? Two-way player may not be the right. He's kind of been on a two-way contract. Kind of been on a two-way contract. I knew I wasn't saying it right. That's kind of what he's been for a while with the Lions. But they had a lot of respect for him. He just couldn't quite stay there. But he's probably made plenty of money, and he'll be comfortable for a long time.
Dan Campbell loved him.
There you go, Skip.
He was always said some high things in high value when it came to Dan Skipper.
Yep.
All right, last thing here in your Hog Update. J.J. Andrews and Abdul Toure are a part of the midseason High School Player of the Year and the Max Preps National Player of the Year watch list. JJ is one of the best players in the country. Toure's tearing it up. He continues to climb up the high school recruiting rankings in Connecticut. Both are signees with this basketball team this next year.
All right. That's your Hog Updates brought to you by Vici Aesthetics and Wellness. Customized weight loss programs for you, plus peptide therapy like Samorlin, glutathione, or try the one I'm using, NAD+, which increases your metabolism, gives you more energy. There's a lot of great benefits to the NAD+, BHRT to make you feel more balanced, energized, and back in rhythm. Here's the thing I love about Vici Aesthetics and Wellness and why it's working for me, why my weight's down, why I feel better, have more energy, is they sit down and customize the plan for you. We started with a telemedicine call, visited with her staff over a call, answered all my questions, asked me a lot of questions, went into the clinic, did blood work. They tested it out and said, all right, here's the things you're deficient in. Here's the things we need to work on. Put me on a customized plan. And guess what? It's working. They'll do the same thing for you. So if you want to lose those pounds that you've already given up on your New Year's resolution, here's the way to do it. 479-343-8424, 343-8424 for Vici Aesthetics and Wellness.
All right, we got our Morning Rush Daily Question coming up in just a bit. I know that there is a lot that's going to be happening this weekend with the weather. One of those guys that's prepared is our buddy Larry Rath with Rath Auto Resources. He's got snow day deals at both locations, Rath Auto Resources and Rath Mitsubishi. Getting people ready for this incoming weather, aren't you, Larry?
That's absolutely right. And I don't even know how long we've got. I hadn't seen the news yet, but, sometime this evening, that stuff's supposed to come in. This next few hours, Be a great time to come in and take advantage of poor old car dealer, because we need to sell some cars. We need to sell a whole weekend's worth of cars. It'd be a terrific time to come on in, or check out, you'll go online and check out our big inventory. We've been stocking up for this time of year. We've got a big inventory of road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles, the best in the River Valley the last 2 years in a row. We're real proud of those vehicles. You can't buy a better used car, and you can't overpay with Rath's painless pricing. Every car out there is priced on the live market. You're not going to pay too much. It's fun. You just come in and pick out the right car. You know you're getting a great deal. Covered by that comprehensive warranty. Great service after the sale in the Meineke Car Care Center, and it's just really a good time to come in and get the very best selection. If you're looking for new cars, the new Mitsubishis, we've got the biggest selection we've had of those in 2 or 3 years. A great lineup out there, particularly the Outlander and the new Trail Edition. Just a great-looking vehicle, and we've got specials on those, rates as low as 0%, discounts and rebates up to $5,000 right now on new Mitsubishi. So if that's not on your list, come in, take the Mitsubishi Challenge, take a test drive, and see that you get more money, more tech, more safety, more warranty with the Mitsubishi products. So we got some great things going on. Come in and see us, give us a call, go online. Rath Auto Resources in Fort Smith, Rath Mitsubishi in Springdale. Check us out online, rathauto.com.
Stay safe this weekend, and make sure you see Larry and David before the weather starts to come. And Larry, be safe, okay, man?
Thanks, guys. Y'all have a good one. And folks, come and see us.
Morning Rush Daily Question on the way next.
All right, you're all set with a coat and scarf. Bundling up?
Yeah, it's freezing out there.
Want to bundle up some wins?
Wins?
It's the $5 bundle from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery. It's Powerball with Power Play, Lotto, and a free natural state jackpot ticket, all for just $5.
Wait. 3 chances for 3 jackpots for $5? Bundle me up.
Ask for the $5 bundle today. Must be 18 or older to play. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Few things in life are more important than showing up. Whether you show up for your family, friends, or teammates, it doesn't hurt to bring a plate of their favorite beef dish. Together, we bring more. Find your next crowd pleaser at beefitswhatsfordinner.com. Brought to you by the Arkansas Beef Council, courtesy of Beef. Itswhatsfordinner.com. Tom Murphy is brought to you by the Arkansas Beef Council. Beef, it's what's for dinner.
There you go, Skip. This is the Morning Rush.
2026 is looking bright at Rath Auto Resources. Celebrate by driving away in one of our road-ready certified pre-owned cars, reconditioned and backed by a comprehensive warranty. With our award-winning customer service, non-commissioned sales team, and painless pricing, we take the hassle out of the car buying experience, so you can focus on more important things, like that new gym membership, quitting smoking, or that other thing. Ring in the new year with a new ride and see why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath. Rath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith. RathAutoFortSmith.com.
Doe's Eat Place has been serving award-winning steaks for over 20 years, and now they're offering smoked prime rib on the weekends. It's a limited supply, so get your reservations in early. Try one of their delicious appetizers or your choice of drinks from the area's largest selection of wine, beer, and liquor. Doe's Eat Place open Tuesday through Thursday 5 to 9 and Friday and Saturday 5 till 10. Reservations are recommended. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming features and events. Call 479-784-9111 for Doe's Eat Place, 422 North 3rd Street in Fort Smith.
10 years ago, True Grit Running Company opened its doors with one simple goal: to help people move better, feel stronger, and find their stride. Today, we're celebrating 10 years of True Grit. Join us all year long for anniversary events, group runs, limited edition gear, and plenty of surprises as we kick off 2026. Whether you're chasing a finish line or just starting your journey, thank you for being part of our story. True Grit Running Company, 10 years strong, built by runners.
Arkansas Fuel Injection in Fort Smith has been providing quality work for all new and rebuilt diesel pumps and injectors for over 25 years. They are a certified diesel shop with a team of quality technicians that ensure the highest quality workmanship and warranties all their work. They're open Monday through Friday 8 to 5 and has emergency service available 24 hours a day. For all your diesel pump, fuel injection, and parts needs, stop by Arkansas Fuel Injection, 6300 South 29th Street, Fort Smith. Call them today at 1-800-817-7709. Arkansas Fuel Injection.
The holidays are over and it's time to organize your storage. Ace has always been the helpful place, and right now we're even more helpful by helping you organize all of your storage spaces. Right now, get great deals on storage solutions at Metters Lumber Ace Hardware, like 27-gallon heavy-duty storage totes for only $8.99, Sterilite latching storage totes for only $6.99, or select shelving units for only $79.99. Now through the end of the month, only at Metters Lumber Ace Hardware in Alma, Ozark, and Clarksville. ACE, the helpful place.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-568-3344. 800-568-3344. 800-568-3344.
Winter has arrived, bringing frosty mornings, holiday travels, and unpredictable roads. That's why it's the perfect time to visit Southern Tire Mart. From top quality tires to expert service at competitive prices, we've got you covered. Visit our Fort Smith location at 9700 Highway 271 and let us prepare your vehicle for everything winter has in store. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. We keep America rolling.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3. Social Morning Rush Daily Question.
All right, you men. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer to the best of your ability.
It's going to be a quick answer to an incredibly terrible, long question.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Check out Nate and Kristen's Place in Lowell online at carpathsocial.com.
All right, let's predict the crowd. Morning Rush Daily Question. How many people are actually there for the LSU game? This is a tough answer right now because this is going to depend on how much snow we actually get and the condition of I-49. We didn't see much of a crowd, and I know you referenced that Arkansas-Florida game back, I think it's in the Pelfrey era. Arkansas upset Florida on a snowy Saturday at Bud Walton Arena. 8 or 9 or 6. I don't remember what year it was.
It was Stan Heath and Ronnie Brewer got a.
Oh, Stan Heath? I thought that was that Pelfrey game. But anyway, point is they won on what could be similar like conditions. Now, this wouldn't be an upset. You'd be an upset if LSU won. But there wasn't much of a crowd there that day, but the crowd they had was vocal. So. How many? Now, the box score is going to say 19,200 regardless of how many are there, but how many actually are in the building Saturday night? And I think that's the other factor. That game against Florida was during the day, best I remember, and this is going to be a 7:30 game, which makes people a little more nervous about getting back home.
B's exact. 6,783 people in attendance. Hog
Write it
says
down.
under 3,000. Here's my stance. As a student, there's 30,000 plus now on campus. And I know not all of them are sports fans. You got some nerds that go to school there. That's fine. Boost our GPA, whatever. Help national merits, whatever. But you got nothing else. Like, what else are you going to do? You can't go to Dixon. Bars are going to be closed. You can hang out around months of snow. This is like the one thing that everyone should be looking forward to. There should be, as Cal said, 10,000 plus students in attendance. I hope that's the case. So I'm going to say like maybe 2,000 or 3,000 normal fans. I don't think they'll get 10,000, but I'll say you'll have like 11,000 out of 19.2.
I'm going to go 9,500.
Okay. JT,
and I think the smart thing to do would be after the under 12, invite everybody in the upper deck to come fill a seat.
That's what happens. Because I mean, in the Mississippi State game that Corny scored 33 in the second half, Fortson, the Florida game, same thing. I mean, you've got all these people that don't get a chance a lot of times to sit in that lower bowl, and might as well. And that's why I was like pushing. Listen, I know the Gucci Row people or the what you say?
We don't let them go to Gucci Row,
but I'm saying like the Louis Vuitton row and stuff like that.
No, they're not going there.
What? But if they're not going to sit there, what's the point of just having those open seats?
Can't have riffraff down there. What are you talking about? They don't let people like me and you in there. What are you talking about?
That's lame. That's lame. If I had that type of money and there was a kid that was a diehard Razorback basketball fan, and
give him the tickets.
Was going to get in one game.
But you just can't have a rando coming from the upper deck and sit in
you vet him.
Gucci Row.
You vet him.
Vet them.
But no, you'll have people
Good thing
like
we didn't vet you.
I mean, it's your own fault.
Yeah, I know it. I know it. I'm still paying for
regretting
it.
it 7.5 years
I'm still
later.
paying for it.
No, but that is the hope for me. So you're saying 9,500. Somebody said
Yeah.
11 over 11,000. Colton, what say you?
8,249.
All right.
On the dot.
All right.
So what does the closest one get when they come out with the stats and game notes? Except they won't tell you it's just the paid attendance, right? And it'll be 19,200.
Welcome to 3 minutes ago. So.
Did you say that earlier?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you do this 4 times a show. I rarely do it. I apologize. So.
Oh.
That was it. Am I lying?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah. That's the deal
You guys
there.
are both flipped.
Let's see. JT was very precise. 7,000.
I try my best not to listen to you.
That's your own
I
fault.
do a pretty good job.
Let's see. Is there any more? I just hope there's fans there, and I think there will be. Why wouldn't you? The team hadn't lost all season. You're playing Shaq and Chris Jackson aren't on LSU. Neither's Ben Simmons. This is a team you should pound tomorrow. But it's still, where does LSU rank in the basketball rivals? Kentucky's 1. I know some people would put Texas. Kentucky, to me, I know I wasn't born in the Southwest Conference days, but Kentucky's 1. Texas is 2. Where's LSU rank in basketball rivals?
Here's LSU in basketball. I don't think they're on the rivals list.
They were with Dale Brown as the coach.
Well, by God, that was 40 years ago. I mean, Abe Lemons isn't walking through that door. Okay, but that was when we were in Bud Walton or Barnhill Arena. Barely came into Bud Walton. So, if you want to go back to the early 90s, but LSU hasn't been I don't consider them a basketball rival at all. Not at all.
Kentucky, Texas, who's third?
Auburn, for me, because they've been
Bama?
good. Maybe right now, historically, Auburn. I don't know. I don't know that you have a third. You could say A&M. I don't think Bama is. They're good now, but I don't know. I don't think you have a third rival. It should be Missouri, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like for it to become OU, but it won't.
Yeah, they're terrible. That's another road game you should win next week before the schedule heats up.
You've had moments with a lot of teams that could be third. Ole Miss could be on that list. Had moments.
Chris Beard and company have had some
Florida might be the true third because they've stolen some of your kids right out of this state.
Kayvon Allen always
beat
loved
your
to
brains in.
Kayvon Allen always loved to give Arkansas 25 and 10.
Oh, he would score 8, 6, 4, 12 points, and then play the Razorbacks 38.
Yeah. That
one kill you.
That one hurt. All right, that's your Cart Pass Social Morning Rush Daily question. Number 1 place for golf in
Indoor
Arkansas.
golf.
Indoor
golf.
You can play this weekend. I know some of you, again, you love golf, and you can still play this weekend. 10 TVs. You can watch the NFL games this weekend. You can take advantage of all the things that they have going on. Masters Invitational is going to be here. They've got March Madness watch parties. It's always BYOB at Cart Pass Social. 122 Grant Place in Lowell. 479-487-3622 to call 2 of my college buddies, Nate Gearhan, Christian Olson. That is Cart Pass Social. So next week's going to be Super Bowl week leading up to Super Bowl 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Sorry.
2 weeks.
Did you hear what McAfee was saying?
Is the Pro Bowl still in between?
Yeah,
right?
Got to watch that. Got to tune in.
Did you hear what Pat McAfee?
By the way, where do they play? Where do they play the Pro Bowl now? That's how much I
watches that. They play.
It's not.
They play.
I thought it was
dodgeball
not.
and two-hand
It's
touch
not in
football.
Hawaii anymore. I don't believe.
It's not in Hawaii anymore. Well, they're moving the
They
combine.
had it in Orlando for a while.
The combine is in Indy, and that's going to be not the permanent place for the next 3 or I was reading next 2 or 3 years or whatever it is. I don't know where it is.
Stupid app. Let's go.
Hawaii. That
it used to be, but
South
they
of
moved
Florida.
it there.
Okay. Either
Anyway,
way,
it doesn't matter.
McAfee was talking about the sports radio row at the Super Bowl, and it was pretty funny.
Oh, you fat nerd. Good to see you. They have shots for you, dude. Mm-hmm. You fat, lazy bum. Fat idiot. Look at you, fatso. Have you been outside of your basement all season? I know that's cliche to say, but the sun is allergic to you? Look at how bad you look. A lot of that. A lot of these sports media people run their mouth all season, and we see them at Radio Row, and they all go, "Oh, it's good to see you. Thank you for everything." Hey, fatso, I remember what you said about me. You remember when you said that? That we need to. That's not the energy we need.
Is that us?
I think it is. That's the
Is that sports radio in a nutshell? I mean, is that just
You fat, lazy bum?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty on the nose.
Bunch of people that think they're a lot more important than they really are. Yeah.
Well, McAfee's-
San Francisco, by the way, it says here it's at the Moscone Center.
Where's
Hell is that?
I don't know. I'm just looking on ESPN's app.
Next to the Tenderloin.
The Moscone. Hey, the Tenderloin's better apparently now. Their governor, not governor.
7
their mayor's
p.m.
cleaning it.
February 3rd. That's what the game information for the Pro Bowl shows on the ESPN
That
app.
is the least appealing all-star festivity of any sport.
Like I
7
said,
p.m.
they
February
play
3rd.
Dodgeball and two-hand touch football now.
Yeah,
long
it's-
gone are the days of Sean Taylor lighting up a punter in the Pro Bowl.
That
on a
was
fake punt.
nuts. And that was
They
in
don't
like,
play
and
anymore.
I like I've seen these all-star clips of early 2000s or the 1990s when Michael and some of the guys are competing, or Kobe and some of the guys. Like, that was fun when they actually cared and there was animosity still and they actually gave 100%. Now guys are just jacking around. You mentioned what the
230
Pro Bowl
points.
has become. The NBA All-Star Game's the same way. I guess there's still some fun with the MLB All-Star
The
Game.
MLB All-Star Game has it right because they also have the home run
Yeah,
derby
home run
attached
derby.
to it, which is just perfect.
I like it. Like, I enjoy watching the 3-point contests. There's some other things that are just take it or leave it for me. But yeah, it's definitely changed. The Pro Bowl is just, it's not what it used to be.
Hey, if you have a dental emergency over the weekend, why wait till Monday or maybe Tuesday or maybe even Wednesday to see your dentist? Valley Urgent Dental, they know that your pain can't wait, so they'll be there for you. Broken tooth, painful infections, sports injuries, whatever it is, Dr. Kendall Roberts and Dr. Doug Terry are there for you when you need them the most. 479-235-5655. 235-5655 for Valley Urgent Dental. They're available on the weekends when your regular dentist is closed. Valley Urgent Dental, 5505 Upper Lane behind Golden Corral in Fort Smith. Hey, don't wait. Your smile deserves immediate care. Valley Urgent Dental, 479-235-5655.
It's a dog-eat-dog world, and we've got a double dose of the dogs here with Fayetteville in town.
Colton wasn't in here earlier when we were discussing his debut with the Springdale Bulldogs last night. Colton, Tommy and I agree. You both did a good job. I mean, Zach's going to get Wally Pipp.
Just like we talk about a little bit, you slow the pace down a little bit, but
I was a little nervous.
You're a little nervous? You sounded fine. You sounded like it sounded. William, is it William H. Macy's the actor? You sounded a little bit like William H. Macy in Seabiscuit. As fast as you were talking there.
William H. Macy's a fantastic guy.
Yeah, I mean, that's not
a
you know.
I do
good.
need to slow it down, but I was extremely nervous. And after listening back,
What were you nervous about?
Well, I didn't want to screw up. It's not like I'm doing.
Were you on the loudspeaker doing that?
No,
Okay.
it's just on the stream. I'm not doing.
I mean, there's tens of people watching.
There
I
was
mean-
actually several hundred people watching, which I didn't know till later on. But I mean, it was fine. I did okay. Like I said, I had to go back and listen to it because Ty wanted to clip it up and play it here today.
I listened to it last night.
I had no idea you were even
Had to
doing
go
this,
back.
right?
Well,
I tuned
I'm not
in.
going to put it on a billboard or get the Goodyear blimp to fly around town and advertise it. I don't care that much. I was trying to be low key because I knew it wasn't going to be as well as I would like for it to go. The problem is I'm surrounded by such great talent. Phil and Chuck are two of the best to do it. That I think I should sound like them my first time doing it, and obviously I'm not going to. But you know, it was okay. I had a really fun time. I definitely appreciate the opportunity. I hope to do it again. And
Was that
maybe
game
I'll
at
slow
Fayetteville
down.
or at
It was
Springdale?
at Springdale. So it was
That's a
at
nice
home in
arena.
Bulldog Arena. It was.
Yeah.
And Zach called me afterwards, and he said they've built that arena to specify their needs there for the Springdale Athletic Foundation and everything. And it was a blast. The crew that worked with me did awesome, and I had a really fun time. I just, sucked.
That arena is only, what, 2 years old? 1 year old? I remember Zach
You
posting
can
a
still
picture.
smell some of the fresh paint in there.
There you go.
And it looks
Yeah,
fantastic.
it's nice.
Yeah. But I had
So-
a fun time. See if I can do it again.
Well designed facility.
There's some good high school basketball arenas in the state.
You know
Different
what the-
school
here-
districts have put
Not
some
all
money
of them
in.
are
Quick
in the big
useless
6
trivia.
and 7A either.
Do you know what the oldest arena/gym is in the 6A West?
Is it
the one at
is
Rogers
it-
High School?
Is it Condart because it's still up, or we're talking about that's currently being in use?
Currently in use.
Beats me.
Bentonville. You walk in there.
The richest school in the
they got
state.
They got the oldest gym.
When they
Rogers has had 2 since they built that one.
Wow.
Yeah. Stop and think of it.
That's
Bentonville's got the
wild.
oldest. Hey, Football Friday, Fastbreak Friday, brought to you by QC Kinetix. They deliver regenerative treatments that actually help your body repair the areas that are causing you pain. Those achy knees, hips, back, and shoulders. No surgery, no drugs, no downtime with QC Kinetix. 479-999-1234. For a fence that stands out and stands strong, call the Fence Man. 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
All right, you're all set with a coat and scarf. Bundling up?
Yeah, it's freezing out there.
Want to bundle up some wins?
Wins?
It's the $5 bundle from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery. It's Powerball with Power Play, Lotto, and a free natural state jackpot ticket, all for just $5.
Wait. 3 chances for 3 jackpots for $5? Bundle me up.
Ask for the $5 bundle today. Must be 18 or older to play. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Few things in life are more important than showing up. Whether you show up for your family, friends, or teammates, it doesn't hurt to bring a plate of their favorite beef dish. Together, we bring more. Find your next crowd pleaser at beefitswhatsfordinner.com. Brought to you by the Arkansas Beef Council, courtesy of beefitswhatsfordinner.com. Tom Murphy is brought to you by the Arkansas Beef Council. Beef, it's what's for dinner.
Listen up, crappie anglers. When it comes to crappie fishing, there's only one baby shad. The original baby shad, crappie fishing's #1 selling bait. Featuring a sleek back, streamlined belly, and quivering tail, that bait just won't stop moving, no matter the temps, no matter the conditions. Built for dead sticking and action-based techniques also, the original baby shad gets right to the point, catching slabs and filling freezers. Bobby Garland Crappie Baits, the leader in crappie fishing innovation.
This is the Morning Rush.
Save up to $4,000 on select Buick Envisions at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The Buick Envision showcases inspired design with exclusive features in this 5-passenger SUV. Or drive the brand new Buick Envista, a stylish crossover for as low as $399 per month. These are limited time offers. Experience the new Buick at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith or online at harryrobinson.com.
Dental emergencies do not wait, and neither should you. At Valley Urgent Dental, they're here for you on the weekends, whether it's a broken tooth, a painful infection, or a crown that's come loose. Dr. Kendall Roberts and Dr. Doug Terry are ready to help. Why wait till Monday? Call 479-235-5655 now. Valley Urgent Dental is located at 5505 Uper Lane behind Golden Corral in Fort Smith. Valley Urgent Dental, emergency dental care when you need it most.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted best garage door company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
Hello, this is Sebastian County Assessor Zach Johnson here to remind you to assess your personal property by May 31st to avoid late penalty. You can do this in person at one of our 3 locations, over the phone, or online by going to www.countyservice.net. I would also like to remind any current homeowners or any individuals buying their homes on contract to contact our office and check on your eligibility for the homestead tax credit. Contact us today to see if you qualify. The homestead tax credit could save you up to $600 off your tax bill.
This ad sponsored by the Sebastian County Assessor and paid for by Amendment 79.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
When your carpets, upholstery, and floors look dirty and stained, call your local Service Master Clean at 646-4087. Service Master Clean is an industry leader and can remove the toughest stains from your home or office. And they back their work with a satisfaction guarantee. Eliminate dirt and grime from your carpet, hardwood, tile, and laminate floors. Call your local Service Master Clean, 479-646-4087. That's 646-4087 or online at servicemasterpc.com.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
Winter storm moving through tonight into Sunday. We're looking at the potential for 4 to 10 inches of snow across the north and 1 to 4 inches of snow and sleet across the south. High temperatures today in the mid-20s north, upper 30s south. We'll see that mix of snow, sleet, and freezing rain tonight. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by In Good Spirits, Fort Smith's premier source for wine, specialty beers, and liquor. Located at 12100 Highway 71 South in Fort Smith.
KERX Paris Fort Smith, broadcasting live from the Bush Light Studios. This is the Morning Rush.
This hour of the Morning Rush is powered by Bush Light. Bush Light, the coldest and smoothest light lager there is.
We're going to have some crazy weather coming up this weekend with LSU. We need the students there. Be safe, walk down the hill, come out of your place, but be safe, but we need you there. And for you season ticket holders, if you can't get there, send your tickets. We will give them to the students.
We're below that today because of the weather, but if you're stuck at home, glad you joined us here on JP. 19 on the shot clock, and Brewer's shot.
It might be Bud Walton Arena, but it's Courtney's court tonight. 35 points, 33 in the second half. A marvelous performance.
Where they had to shut down campus at 5, that just gave their students more time to pregame and get in here to call the hog. Musselman is going to thank the crowd. You know he will. He goes and gets his sled dog to take him home.
Live from the Bush Light Studios. Bush. Produced by Colton Little with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft. This is the Morning Rush.
And it's hour number 2 of the Morning Rush on a Fast Break Friday, brought to you by QC Kinetix. That's some of the snow basketball games that Arkansas has participated over the years. Ronnie Brewer had an epic game back against the soon-to-be national champions Florida Gators back in 2006. Won that game and I believe in overtime. Ronnie had a big steal at the end and then iced it with a critical free throw. Cordy Fortson had 33 in the second half against, I believe, Mississippi State. Was unbelievable. And then also Arkansas just took LSU to the woodshed 2.5 years ago, 60-40. Gross game. Team wore pink. I think it was a February game, Colton, if I remember that right. Breast cancer awareness. And those are kind of just a few notable games. Hopefully tomorrow there'll be a lot of students there. You heard Cal urging them to come down. What a time to be alive if you're a student. Chance to see a basketball team yet to lose at home, could start 12-0, has been just demolishing conference opponents. So hopefully plenty of fast breaks tomorrow for Arkansas. All right, like I mentioned, QC Kinetix brings you Fast Break, Fastball, and Football Friday every single Friday. Joint pain, that could be an issue. You want to get back to health without surgery, downtime, or just stopping your life. Well, they can help you with the regenerative treatments that actually help your body repair. Knees, hip, shoulder, back, whatever hurts, they can help you. Skip the surgery, skip the recovery, skip the pain, and go to QC Kinetix. 479-999-1234. That's 999-1234 for QC Kinetix. We've got an in-studio guest here in the Bush Light Studios. We welcome in.
Timely one.
Timely one. Zach Hall, Arkansas Weather Network, Arkansas Weather Guy, joins us. I know you're busy, so thanks for joining us, dude.
Yeah, no problem, man.
It's good. I know it's. I think we did one of these a while ago, so it's good to have you back. Kind of give Arkansans. I mean, you've got the floor. You've got 4 radio stations. HitThatLine.com. Hit That Line Now up. Give our listeners, our fans, a sense of like, is it going to be? How bad is it going to be? Are we overblowing? What's the deal this week, man?
I definitely think it's not overblown.
Okay.
This looks like a doozy of a winter storm. We usually get 1 or 2 of these a year, and this is our one for the year for sure. It looks like a statewide winter storm from north to south. while some of us might see more precipitation types than others, some of us, in North Arkansas, probably more snow and sleet. South Arkansas, probably more freezing rain and sleet. But everyone will probably cash in on a little bit of snow at a minimum. And yeah, it's going to be high impact because of the temperatures.
You were telling me that it doesn't even get below 32 next week. Is that right?
So next week, some locations might not get above, mid 30s next week.
Yeah, but that's what I meant.
I think next week, in the middle of the week, I haven't looked at data in the last hour or two, but especially areas that have heavy snowpack from this system, it's just not going to warm up a whole lot next week, man. So that's probably going to keep stuff accumulated on the ground for a while. And there's some potential that we get a lot of sleet from this system, especially in central and southern Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
And man, sleet is not, freezing rain is just a liquid rain that freezes to everything. Sleet is an actual frozen precipitation. It looks like Dippin' Dots.
Yeah.
And it creates a layer of ice on the roads. It's not like snow where it kind of just goes off.
Yeah.
So some of our central Arkansas and southern Arkansas residents could be dealing with slick roadways for days.
Isn't that wild that it looks like central Arkansas is going to get the worst compared to it? Because I always just assume like NWA is going to get pelted more than anywhere else. But that doesn't necessarily seem to be the case this weekend.
Well, so it's tough. That's why there's a little bit of forecast confusion. I think North Arkansas will get just more snow.
Okay.
And, high snow amounts. The Arkansas Weather Network has forecasted a large swath of maybe 10 to 14 inches across North Arkansas. Central Arkansas won't get as much snow, but you could get a lot more sleet. And sleet is just so hazardous, not to power outages, but to roadways, and it just makes everything slick.
When's the last time you've had Dippin' Dots? The last time I had it was at Wild River Country, which I don't think no longer exists. When I was in like middle school. I don't think I've had them since. But they were delightful. When's the last time you had Dippin' Dots?
Oh my gosh, that's a great question. I want to say that we had them a couple summers ago at Silver Dollar City, maybe.
It's a summertime treat.
I don't. It's been a long time. That's what they look. That's what sleet looks like, though. It's a great example.
You have one kid or two?
Two.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
Bone
thought
Red.
for some reason I thought it was. I thought it was two.
4 and 7. So they keep me busy.
Silver Dollar City's a nice enough, close enough place in Branson that you can take advantage of. All right, so you kind of answered the question. I was wondering, like the snow and ice for the people that are attending the game tomorrow night. Obviously, the word of caution: drive well behind under the speed limit. I mean, is there any advice maybe you could give them from a weather standpoint that would help them out, or just preparing or whatever?
We're all adults here. Everyone can make their own decisions, but there will likely be hazardous travel in Northwest Arkansas tomorrow evening. And if people are trying to travel from Central Arkansas or North Central Arkansas or the River Valley or wherever, please understand that travel conditions are not going to be fun, especially while precipitation's ongoing. It's going to be very cold. And I would imagine that Arkansas State Police and local municipalities will be working plenty of accidents because of the weather. So, if you live close to Bud Walton, maybe you can get down there with no problems. But if you plan on traveling long distance, it's going to be a rough ride. So
we had some fun yesterday, and Tommy was in the Ruskin and Zach studios, which has the Wall of Promises on there, and we were debating what the amount of precipitation is going to be. He's on the lower side. Colton and I are more on the central side.
He's on the very low side.
Yeah, Jared texted in here on the Loose Automotive Group hotline. So much for Tommy's Wall of Promises prediction. When is
4 inches?
If it ends up being on the high side of your prediction that you guys have at the Arkansas Weather Network, where does that rank, like in Arkansas potential snow? I mean, call it a storm, whatever. Is that on like the higher end, or are we just making too much out of it? And that, like you said, 1 or 2 that's just happened a year.
Yeah, I mean, so last January, we had parts of Southwest Arkansas had 18 inches of snow. 2 years ago, maybe it was in 2023, parts of North Central Arkansas up in, Van Buren and Searcy counties, they had 12, 13 inches. It happens maybe once a year here. Northwest Arkansas, I think the record snow amount is almost 2 foot of snow in Benton County in a 24-hour period. And that happened in 2011, so that's more rare.
That was one of the coolest days of my life.
Yeah.
Walk outside, 2 feet of snow in my backyard. I had a day of all days.
Yeah, that's more rare, but a foot of snow here, I mean, once a year. I think there's a lot of attention on it is the thing, but no, I mean, it's going to be pretty widespread. So
speaking of attention, this is a time of year that people pay a lot of, not that they don't throughout the year, but when it comes to snowstorm, they pay a lot of attention. Who do you think's more hated, weathermen or radio host?
Oh, man.
Or weathermen or weather women?
I've got a lot of hate this week from people, and I feel like I'm so proud of the Arkansas Weather Network team, our forecast, me, James, and Blaze. It's been we've updated it once a day at noon, starting on Tuesday, and we'll do our last one today at noon with, I feel like, very minor changes. The problem, I think, is that people see stuff from outside sources, people outside of the state adding their opinions, and it adds forecast confusion. I really think that that's the problem, but I just hope that people find a local source they trust. And So,
and at least for weathermen, you're not trying to incite maybe a negative reaction.
No,
like
never.
The same can't be said for us sometimes.
Yeah, that is true. And I try to be as not down the middle, but like if it's bad, I'm gonna tell you I think it's bad. If it's good, definitely gonna be happy that it's good, but doesn't always work out. Like for the basketball team hadn't lost at home. They've been killing conference opponents at home. I expect them to beat LSU by 15 plus tomorrow night. I could be proven wrong. LSU, as Tommy pointed out, has played some teams close, but kind of where are you at in the basketball team right now, Zach?
I love this team. They frustrated me at points when we played Auburn on the road and Georgia on the road. I just didn't really understand what happened with that, but I think this team has a lot of promise. I think Darius Acuff, if he's not the best point guard in the country, he's one of the best, and Malik Thomas has a lot of potential. I don't know. I just want to see this team achieve their ceiling, and I think it's a high ceiling if we can play better on the road, play better defense on the road.
And so you think about
we don't get that here.
We've presented their upcoming road matchups, which are honestly not that bad. Norman next Tuesday, they can win that game. I think you can go into Starkville in a couple weeks and beat Mississippi State. LSU, I know they play team stuff, even Kentucky, but that's a winnable road game. Then it ramps up in later February when you take on Alabama on the road, you take on Florida on the road, and then you take on Missouri in March. So there is a pathway right now. Like you're building cushion because middle of February, the schedule starts to heat up. You got Auburn at home, Bama on the road. You've got the Missouri game at home, Texas A&M, which is tied right now for the SEC lead. You've got to get out in front of it now. So if you do go through a lull, if you have some losses, it's not as bad on you. It's not as tough on you.
We need to. These next several games, I think, are very winnable. We need to be winning these games. I think we'll handle business against LSU. I think we can beat Oklahoma, like you said. I think we're better than Kentucky. I just want to see us stay consistent. We're going to lose some games, man. It's going to happen. That's okay. I just don't want to lose games that we shouldn't be losing. That's all. And I felt like the Georgia game that we shouldn't have lost that. I feel like we're much better than Georgia. Maybe I'm wrong, but Auburn just had our number, dude. They were on us from the start.
I believe, Colton, I think we talked about this. I don't think we've won in Neville Arena, which against a recent building, but that goes. Listen, that place, even with Nepo Pearl, that is I was there. That is a tough environment. They've got an interesting setup. So Tommy, one of his beefs from Wednesday was the concourse and the self-checkout stuff. They leave it out when people are trying to exit. You should push it back and get it out of the way. Auburn's got to set up the standing room. There's standing room like behind the whole top concourse. I was talking to a friend. That thing fills up 5 people deep during the Alabama game.
Oh yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, how do you move? Like it was already kind of tight when I was there for the Arkansas game, being that Arkansas was ranked and stuff. But how do you move in that thing? It is a really good environment. Statistically, it's the best in the SEC. And we, like you said, they just got our number there for whatever reason. We get them back though. We get them back in a couple weeks.
I think it's one of those games you're going to get got some weeks, some games. I'm sorry, and I think that was just an example of that. I think we did that last year at South Carolina randomly. We just got smoked, and it was like, what in the heck was that? And then
Cal actually referred to that game in the press conference after he was like, and they bounced back because I think in the South Carolina game they'd actually started to get on, like started to play a little bit better, and then they got clobbered, and you're just like, what happened? And that was kind of like, so you win that week against Ole Miss, and you're like, okay, maybe the road, like you went to East Lansing, didn't have a great game, maybe they're a little better, and then you get beat by 20 something in that games or whatever it ended up being. So hopefully that ends up doing. I think for like one of the things that's really stood out to me about Darius's play is like the other night, getting guys involved early. He's had games where he hadn't had a single turnover. He's got one of the best assist to turnover ratios in the country. I know he can score. I know he can dazzle and knock threes at the top of the key or wherever. But when he gets Trev, when he gets Carter, when he gets all these guys involved early, that's going to help them so much long term. And especially with guys like Trev and Brazil and Carter kind of need that early confidence.
Yeah.
That's so big for this team.
Yeah, I think the team revolves around him too. And I really liked, I know that we're talking about Darius, but I really liked that Cal puts Malik in the starting lineup this last game. I felt like that added almost a spark to the start of that game, and then bringing DJ off the bench. I hope we keep doing that. I don't know if they will, but Darius is so fun to watch, man. His control, he's mature, he's a dog, man. He can take over a game, and Arkansas has needed that so bad. Darius is the kind of guard that typically would come into Arkansas and give us all the fits in the world.
Oh yeah.
Now it's the roles are reversed. Finally,
he's had some successful road outings already this season, and for freshmen. He's had more than Malik has. Malik's been a little streakier on the road. It's tough to play elite non-conference competition. Then you have to play home conference competition. But, man, when you go on the road in some of these environments like Neville Arena and like in Stegman and Georgia, it's just, man, those fans are on you, especially if you're a freshman. It's the concept, the Arkansas student section. They're booing typically the best freshman, like Nate Ament when he came in here. He had a terrible game the first half, played a little better in the second. Every piece kind of a venom of stuff is most of the time going to be directed at Darius Acuff, and I think he's handled it really well.
Yeah, it's tough to play on the road in general. I can't imagine. I mean, obviously I've never done that, but I'm sure as a freshman going into some of these environments, knowing the spotlight's on you, it can't be easy, man. I think Darius will just keep getting better, though, through the season. So
I think we've seen it. See, the setup for these next couple weeks, you've got LSU tomorrow night, Oklahoma and Norman next Tuesday, and then the big one when the Wildcats come in. They've won 3 straight. Colton, who do they have this weekend? I forget. I've got it on a rundown. I forget who Kentucky plays this weekend, but I'm of the belief, and I think it was Kevin Rogers that pointed it out yesterday. I don't want Kentucky to come in here next weekend bad. It was fun to make fun of Cope with Pope and all that and Kentucky Tears, but not only do you want that to be a quad 1 win, Arkansas, Kentucky is at its zenith when both teams are good. Arkansas is really good. Kentucky's starting to come into its own a little bit. I think you're headed for a potential top 25 matchup next week if Kentucky keeps winning.
The Wildcats have Ole Miss coming into town on 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. on Saturday morning.
Okay. All right.
So they can win that one.
They should win that. So it'll be 4 straight prior to their midweek game.
I want them to come in here good because I want it to be a high-profile game. I selfishly want to send them back in with a loss.
Yeah.
So, I don't want them to come in here being terrible. Yeah, and I agree. We love to get fan bases, love to give grief, but it's better when they're better. I think that just adds to the atmosphere.
We played this game a couple weeks ago. Who does Darius Acuff remind you of? I think the combo, it's very De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monkish, which is another guy that unfortunately ripped Arkansas. Both those guys did. And now other teams are on the flip side. We don't have to deal with You have to deal with tough freshmen like Kingston and Fleming, who they played with Houston earlier this year. Doc asked, is he resemble Patrick Beverly? To me, I said a weird one. I said Shabazz Neighbor. Does he remind you? And I know that the comp for Lee Mayberry's been tossed out. Is there a player that he kind of reminds you of at all?
That's what I was going to say, Mayberry. I don't really know, man. He just has this skill set when it comes to, and I'm not a basketball genius whatsoever, but I love that he has, not only can he shoot the 3 and whatnot, but I love his ability to drive to the basket under control, and as a freshman, had the physicality to finish strong at the basket.
And he does his muscles inside thing when he finishes.
And I feel like that ability is that's so rare in today's game, especially playing against all these old dudes that are so strong and physical. So he's a unicorn. He's a unicorn in this day and age.
All right, so before we let you go, because you've been gracious with your time. I know you've got a busy weekend like we do ahead. Arkansas Weather Network. I walked in yesterday in my house. My roommate's watching you, James, and Blaze, just keeping people updated. I know Gabby was watching it, Colton's wife.
Yeah, my wife wanted me to let you know that she loves you, and she wanted to say thank you. She's always watching. Thank you for what
just
you
a couple
do
nice guys. Just a couple nice guys talking Arkansas weather, man.
Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it. It's crazy. We're fully functional on social media, digital media, streaming. We have a mobile app, and we really, really appreciate all the love and support. That we've had a great week from people.
And he's actually a good human being. I can attest to that. Even before he got big and famous, Zach was a nice guy before, and he's a nice guy now. So I can
hasn't let it get to him.
I can personally attest. Yeah, sometimes stardom it gets to people.
No, getting to me already.
Just a normal guy from Hackett, Arkansas.
I was going to say, make sure you give Hackett a shout out before you go. All right, well, Zach. Good stuff, man. Appreciate you jumping in with us this morning.
Thank you guys for having me.
All right, still a lot to get to. SEC update. We mentioned Kentucky is hosting the Ole Miss Rebels tomorrow. Arkansas hosting LSU. We were kicking around how many fans are in that game tomorrow. We'll hear from Cal later on in just a bit. Also, Todd Golding had some interesting things to say about Charles Bediako and the Alabama Crimson Tide. We're brought to you this morning by Mock Legal Solutions. Be thinking about Cement Head. He's getting some surgery on an ACL, towards ACL. I've done that. He's done that a few times. Just be thinking about Cement Head today and this weekend. We love Cement Head. We love Jackie. You can always go to mocklegalsolutions.com and check out what they do, not only in Arkansas, but Oklahoma. They've opened their second location in Sallisaw, right by the courthouse, so it's convenient for you. Jackie's done it for over a decade. Car wrecks, slip and falls, dog bite cases, and more. And they're not making you pay $5,000 up front. They offer flat fees and low down payments plus payment plans. MockLegalSolutions.com. Mock Legal Solutions. Real advice, reasonable price. We've also got a few things to get in with Kirk Signetti as well. Stay with us. It is a Fast Break Friday brought to you by QC Kinetix. It rolls on next.
Live on your favorite radio station, hitthatline.com and the Hit That Line Now app.
It's a dog-eat-dog world, and we've got a double dose of the dogs here with Fayetteville in town.
You're listening to The Morning Rush.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Below that today because of the weather, but if you're stuck at home, glad you joined us here on JP.
This is The Morning Rush.
Up to $11,000 off on select GMC Sierras at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The GMC Sierra will conquer the road with confidence. Up to $11,000 off, or take 4.9% for up to 84 months. Lease the all-new 2025 GMC Hummer and go 0 to 60 in under 3.9 seconds for as low as $9.99 a month. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. We are professional grade. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
New year, new goals, and C2 Supply in Poto is here to help you keep things moving with a wide range of industrial, agricultural, and specialty products. Chances are we already have exactly what you need, and if we don't, that's where C2 shines. Just tell us what you're looking for, and C2 will track it down so you can stay focused on your job. Because at C2 Supply in Poto, time is money, and C2 is here to save you both. Start the year supplied and ready. Visit C2 at 602 North Broadway Street in Poto, or call 918-647-0431. C2 Supply, being to your supply needs.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted best garage door company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
When your carpets, upholstery, and floors look dirty and stained, call your local Service Master Clean at 646-4087. Service Master Clean is an industry leader and can remove the toughest stains from your home or office. And they back their work with a satisfaction guarantee. Eliminate dirt and grime from your carpet, hardwood, tile, and laminate floors. Call your local Service Master Clean, 479-646-4087. That's 646-4087 or online at servicemasterpc.com.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-494-6139. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-494-6139.
Wes, how many people can a large pizza feed?
About 4.
So I should tell Cousin Jeff 1.
Oh, wow. He's a big eater.
The biggest. He once got kicked out of an all-you-can-eat diner because they ran out of food. How many can a small pizza feed?
I'd say 2.
Our small pizza at $15 is a meal for 2? We should advertise this. That goat'll hunt.
Dog.
What you call me?
That dog will hunt.
Wes, dogs are man's best friend. Goats are the true hunters.
Goats?
Billy Goat Jr.'s Grammy was trained to chase squirrels, cats, birds, and rabbits. We could hear her for miles through the brush. And she'd circle them right to us.
You're not serious.
As serious as a meal for 2 for $15.
You're an interesting cat.
What you call me?
A meal for two for $15. Eat Jim's RazorbackPizza.com.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
The SEC is the best conference in America.
The tough will survive in this game, and I feel like the SEC is the toughest.
Arkansas is the SEC champion.
You know, every game is a dogfight.
We're about the tough there is. Week in and week out, you're going to play some of the best, the biggest, the fastest.
The Hogs have finally climbed the hill. It's the first SEC tournament championship for Arkansas.
Where opponents' dreams come to die.
This is your SEC update on the Morning Rush.
They were able to finagle the situation where they got a judge in Alabama that is actually a donor at Alabama to, write a temporary restraining order to allow this guy to play games in Alabama. I think there's a lot of people that aren't necessarily happy about it and don't necessarily agree with it. But, with all this intervention from judges, there's only so much the league can do. There's only so much other member schools in the league can do. And we just need some people to stand up and start taking a stand. And, this guy had a great opportunity. He was at Alabama for 2 years. He played there. He was there during the NIL era. He was aware of what he was giving up by declaring to go to the draft. He stayed in past the date. That has always been, if you stay in and you sign a contract, you're done. So I think this is a slippery slope.
You're going to play them a week from Sunday. Is it a distraction?
We're going to beat him anyways.
Like that?
If he plays, we'll beat him anyways.
I'm not the biggest Todd Golden fan, but who disagrees with anything the Florida head Gators basketball coach just said there?
Not I.
One, Florida's playing really good basketball right now. They are going to beat them. Two, he laid it out. It's not like Bediako didn't know the rules and what was in place. Was that after 2023, I believe? Mm-hmm. Things haven't changed in terms of, and he also pointed out something important. It's not like he wasn't making money at the time. What happened, in my opinion, is you've got this young man that unfortunately didn't make it to the NBA like he thought he was going to. He was a very serviceable, very good defensive player at Alabama, and he's going to be a problem when you go into Tuscaloosa in February. It's going to be annoying if he's still playing and Darius goes up for a layup and gets his shot rocked by a kid that should be playing in the G League or the NBA. So, again, I'm going to say I'm not the biggest Todd Golden fan. He kind of annoys me. He's a really good coach, but he's pretty sound there in his arguments, Colton.
I mean, absolutely. You can't argue with anything that the man said. And I mean, the part about how, Alabama goes and they're trying to work around the rules. Imagine that. Alabama trying to finagle the system, as Todd Golden said right there. And, of course, they go get somebody, some backwoods judge from up there, the Honorable Jim Roberts, presiding over the case today in Alabama court. Like, that's just, of course they're going to do that. Because they need any advantage that they can.
And this is from the Next Round and AL.com that he's reporting. He is reportedly an active donor with lifetime contributions anywhere from $100,000 to $249,000. So, a couple things. Like you said, Alabama's cheating. Their baseball coach did it a couple years ago. The basketball team is doing this, and you had the Brandon Miller stuff. And, oh, by the way, listen, you guys know I'm as big a Nick Saban fan as anybody. I know he went off on Shane Gillis when he was like, well,
insecurity,
Alabama
right.
Alabama used to pay players. Now everyone can, not just Coach Saban. Like, I am convinced, I will be convinced until they put me in the ground and they spread my ashes wherever, that Alabama football, maybe not Saban directly, but they did not have all that success above board. I don't care if there's a lack of evidence. I don't care if you think I'm making a blatant accusation. That's just what I think and believe. That doesn't mean it's true. I'm just telling you what I think and believe on that. So the three sports. And again,
this is a little bit different. Go ahead.
$100,000 to $249,000. This is the guy that is allowing Bediako. He is a fan. He's just a rich fan. So you sit here as an Arkansas basketball fan this morning, or a Florida Gator, an SEC, or a basketball fan. What do you think's going to happen in different scenarios and setups where you have judges more often than not in the state of the big-time program that are dictating and deciding if that kid, more often than not, of their favorite program is going to be eligible to play or not.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think's going to happen? They're going to play.
That's the new way. That's the new way to get in charge of a program. You don't worry about just becoming rich off the bat. That's not what you got to do, kiddies. Listen up right here. Just spend a couple extra years in school, study the bar. I've seen lots of folks that I would never believe could pass the bar that are actual bar lawyers. Pass that bar, become a judge, serve your time, and then start donating $150,000 or $150,000, $250,000 a year to your favorite school, and start taking up all the cases you can to try and make it easier for your program. It's ridiculous, and it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And Golden's right. Florida needs no help. They're one of the best, front courts in the country with all that size and length they have. Bediako's not some big scorer who's going to come in and light up Florida for 30 points a game. But this is it's ridiculous that someone who had played minutes in the NBA G League, and Todd Golden was right, a guy that got a real opportunity at Alabama. This is not the same thing as the kid from Baylor, okay, that was playing overseas and never played an ounce of college basketball ever, not one time. Sure, he played professionally somewhere else, but it's still a little bit different over there. Mm-hmm. You could probably make an equivalency with those two games, the college game and the pro leagues over wherever he was playing. Bediako he was an SEC award winner. He won awards, player of the week or something like that, multiple times. This guy was a thorn in your side when you played Alabama, and he already played, signed a contract. In what world is this okay? And in my mind, I'm thinking of all the creative ways in which Arkansas should be doing this as well, because if everybody else is going to do it, you might as well pull the trigger on it. I mean, if Dave Van Horn hasn't been in cahoots with Monte Harrison about, hey, you want to come get some at-bats this spring? Might as well. I know he's played some at-bats in the MLB, had a cup of coffee up there, but I mean, if this is what we're doing, it's ridiculous. And it makes the game no fun, because Coach Cal is right on this too. It's about building it from the high school ranks. Sure, there's the transfer portal, and guys can get paid. Guys have free will to go wherever they would like. And teams are going to build their roster probably based off experience more so than promise out of the high school ranks. But it's an amateur sport. It's supposed to be for amateurs. We've already surpassed that with the payment. We can't just be letting guys that are actual pros come back and play.
You got some thoughts on this? Lewis Automotive Group hotline open for you, 877-377-6963. As we conclude our SEC update this morning, want to let everyone know about the schedule. Ole Miss takes on Kentucky tomorrow, Vanderbilt against Mississippi State, Georgia at Texas. I know Sean Miller's still disgusted how his team fouls at will. Oklahoma at Missouri, South Carolina at A&M, Auburn against Florida. That should be a good one. Tennessee against Alabama, and then LSU coming to town to take on the Raiders. I guess in town. I say there. Aren't they in town as of last time?
What did Miller say, that his team had a fouling disease or something?
Yeah,
that was good.
It was funny. All right, that's your SEC update this morning. It is brought to you by Oaklawn Anywhere. Racing season is going to be back next week, and you can bet racing with Oaklawn Anywhere at bet.oaklawn.com. Plus, you can download the Oaklawn Anywhere app to your iPhone or the iPad. If you have an Android, go to bet.oaklawn.com and save it to your home screen. New members can sign up and make up a bonus up to $200. Watch and wager on horse tracking at any track from your smartphone, tablet, or personal computer. You're going to earn points for cash back on every single dollar wager. Now, when you sign up, if you want that $200, use the promo code RUSH26. That's RUSH26. Get that $200 sign-up bonus for the Oaklawn Anywhere app. All right, so Kirk Cignetti, I don't know if some of you have seen this, some of you hadn't. I have enjoyed watching the Indiana. He's got an I-Win Bowl. When you're really good at what you do in sports, coach or player, a lot of times restaurants take advantage of it. Chipotle's doing this thing where the I-Win Bowl that he gets like every day. Apparently he had a staff member that had been ordering for him every day forever, and the guy's accumulated like 50 free burritos and a bunch of other free stuff over the years just on the account. That would be really nice to have something named after you. I would do a lot if Nick and Carrie named after something after me at Herman's. That would be just I think my life would peak. It would be all downhill from there. But that's he's got something named after him. National championship got really good ratings, 30+ million viewers, second highest college football playoff title game ever. Really good for ESPN. I saw that the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans also got a really good review, Colton. So, again, you win at sports as a coach or player,
Well,
restaurants are going to name something.
That's when you know you've made it in life. You've done something noteworthy. Is when somebody names something after you, and it's like it's a dish because people are particular about their food, and so really when they're eating the Kurt Signetti bowl, they're eating Kurt Signetti, and they want that to be good.
They want,
and of course Kurt Signetti's going to taste good. I mean, he's a winner, and he's been doing that ever since. I think Kurt Signetti could run for president right now and probably get a pretty good percentage of the vote amongst the populace of America, just with the no BS attitude that he has, and because of the fact that he's a winner. He wins. Google him. Did you see the other day where if you did Google Kurt Signetti, it said he won? That was literally it.
I saw
he said that. That is fantastic. Thank you to all the sports nerds out there that work at Google that put that little Easter egg in there for us. That's fantastic.
They definitely had some fun with that. So that's the in a way. I don't know if I don't know if your Miami Dolphins have dipped that low relative to their history. You had Dan Marino, and you had some good times.
25 years without a playoff win, Ty. That's a long time.
Well, what do you think of your new head coach?
To the fans, this is a storied organization, one of the best in all sports, and you deserve a winner. You guys deserve a winner. And I am going to do everything in my power to bring you guys that. I am so proud to be here, and I cannot wait to get started.
What do you think? Inspired?
Sorry. What? Just another yawn from the Miami Dolphins administration, or another hire. It's very average. Look, Jeff Hafley, I'm sure that he's had some good success in the NFL with some defenses. And I haven't done a whole lot of research on his past. I know that he was the coach at Boston College. That obviously didn't go anywhere with that because it's hard to win at Boston College. I was probably a little harsh on a Wednesday, just gut reaction, but that's partially my job as well. Miami's not very good. They spent a lot of time not upgrading the parts of the football team that make for a good football team. The one thing that I'm going to be listening for in the coming days from Jeff Hafley and the Miami Dolphins franchise is if there's any mention at all of Tua in any sense coming back to play quarterback for my organization, things will be burned down. Things will be burned down.
I think it's going to happen.
Look, move on. And it's not Tua's fault, okay? There is nobody in the world that could block for that guy. They put everybody up there. They were grabbing guys off the street to try and block for Tua. Now, he had some inaccuracy issues. He got hit way too many times. But there was a point where that Miami Dolphins offense was trending on becoming one of the best in league history. Certainly the most efficient. And Tua's partially the reason for some of that. But you did not put an emphasis on protecting him. He got hit way too many times. And now he's a shell of himself dealing with health issues, confidence issues. It's time to move on. We appreciate what you did.
By the way, continuing up the NFL news, just got this report. Adam Schefter, former Colts quarterback, and current St. Michael Catholic High School coach Philip Rivers is interviewing for the Buffalo Bills head coaching job. That would be nuts. I would think they'd just be better off promoting Joe Brady to that position.
That's very interesting. So you're bringing in a guy that never won a Super Bowl as a quarterback to coach a guy that's never going to win a Super Bowl as a quarterback. That's who knows?
That's a good point.
Maybe that'll work up there in Buffalo.
Ravens hired Jesse Minters, their new head coach. What does that make? 7 jobs that are still open in the National Football League?
Still a handful.
I think that's what it is. I believe that's correct.
Minter's got that defensive background. You know, the Ravens have built their entire franchise on having a good, strong defense and that image from when they first came up. So that one kind of makes sense, but not a lot of head coaching experience. Although Minter's dad was a GA at Arkansas back in the 70s.
Oh, how about that? Yeah. Didn't know that. All right, we've still got a little bit to get to here on a Fast Break Friday, brought to you by QC Kinetix. Going to get more into this Arkansas-LSU matchup tomorrow night in just a bit. Before we do that, got to tell you about Gaston's White River Resort. Would there be a more scenic place in the world than Gaston's this week?
You could paint a picture.
Oh, my goodness. You think about the snow. I mean, so it's already perfect. It's already awesome. The restaurant, just the view from that. But think about what that place would look like at Gaston's. 870-431-5202. Perfect place that whether it's fishing. My parents just like to go for the nature. I've had friends that have done bachelor parties there. We've done work events there. It's a lot of fun. We always enjoy going to Gaston's White River Resort. 870-431-5202. Go to Gastons.com. Facebook page always has some great photos, great videos of the time at Gaston's White River Resort. Gaston's White River Resort. A first-class time. Every time.
Streaming live from hitthatline.com.
Hey guys, how you doing? Tommy. Hi, Golden. The gang, how are you?
You're listening to The Morning Rush.
Hey team, Wendy here. If you're looking to consolidate your high-interest credit card debt with a personal loan, take a look at SoFi's stats. A SoFi personal loan comes with low fixed rates, no fees required, and as soon as same-day funding. That looks good on paper, but SoFi also passes the eye test. Having helped its members pay off over $33 billion in debt to date, score. View your rate for a SoFi personal loan at SoFi.com/stats today. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, NA member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply at SoFi.com/stats. NMLS 696891.
Oh, you fat nerd. Good to see you.
This is The Morning Rush.
2026 is looking bright at Rath Auto Resources. Celebrate by driving away in one of our road-ready certified pre-owned cars, reconditioned and backed by a comprehensive warranty. With our award-winning customer service, non-commissioned sales team, and painless pricing, we take the hassle out of the car buying experience, so you can focus on more important things, like that new gym membership, quitting smoking, or that other thing. Ring in the new year with a new ride and see why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath. Rath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith. RathAutoFortSmith.com.
Hi, this is Mitchell. Before DK Fit Meals, I was spending too long in the kitchen cooking. Now I'm married, have a young daughter. I just don't have time anymore. Thanks to DK Fit Meals, I just heat it up and boom! I've got a chef-crafted meal that fits my goals. High protein, perfectly portioned. I know I'm getting clean, fresh food that always tastes amazing. Stop prepping, start achieving. Find your flavor at DKFitMeals.com. That's DKFitMeals.com. So easy, even Ty can do it. Fuel your life with DK Fit Meals.
Wave Rural Connect has some exciting news. Our service is now available in a brand new zone covering parts of Midland and Montreal. If you're along Highway 45, 252 or 253, or on Douglas Road or Slaytonville Road, you can get fast, reliable fiber internet today. Don't miss out. Visit waveruralconnect.com or call 1-833-492-8372. Wave Rural Connect. Internet that works when you need it most.
When you need legal help, turn to the law offices of Craig L. Cook. With over 40 years combined experience, the Cook Law Team works for you. If you've been injured in an auto accident, hurt on the job, a victim of nursing home negligence, or need help with bankruptcy, Social Security, wills, trusts, estates, or family law issues, Craig Cook will go to work for you. Call us today, 479-783-8000. The law offices of Craig L. Cook with locations in Arkansas and Oklahoma. We work for working people.
Here's to you and yours from the friendly folks at In Good Spirits, your upscale liquor store in Fort Smith. At In Good Spirits, they've got what your taste buds are craving, including flavorful wines from around the world, scrumptious brandies and liqueurs, tempting whiskeys and beers, and fine cigars. Treat yourself to the best as you listen to the game. Check out In Good Spirits, 12100 Highway 71 South, across from Riley Farms in Fort Smith.
World-class trout fishing is the star of the show at Gaston's White River Resort, where a few days away from all the worries and stress will make all right in your world. Gaston's has friendly, experienced guides to help you land your limit. Enjoy your stay at Gaston's in one of their private cottages, or reserve a lodge for up to 20 people. Call now and let Gaston's help you plan your next getaway on the White River. 870-431-5202. That's 870-431-5202. Or learn more at Gastons.com. Gaston's, a first-class time, every time.
Are you like everybody else in the world who has no idea what to get everyone for the holidays? Well, you're in luck. We got you. Hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Because with hands-free Skechers slip-ins, you just step into them and they're on. There's no bending down, no touching, no fuss. Plus, Skechers slip-ins come in everyone's favorite styles and colors. And you can get slip-ins everywhere stylish footwear is sold, including a Skechers store. Or if you're too busy to shop in person, just get them online at Skechers.com, Amazon, and more.
I want barbecue that's sliced thick, smoked long, and so tender it melts in your mouth. Sides that will fill me up like a twice-baked potato, baked beans, hand-cut fries, okra, Texas toast. You know what I'm talking about? A restaurant where the whole family can go and get a great meal for a great price. Where the owner actually comes to your table to make sure everything tastes great. I'll tell you what I want. I want Jerry Neal's.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
We're hiring
so great people. I'm a Kentucky fan. I'm not calling to bash you guys. I'm really not.
I just say what I want to say, and if you don't like it, you can hang up on me.
Hey, Ty. Hey, Tommy. How was your weekend?
All guests join us on the Lewis Automotive Hotline, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 80 years.
We deserve a voice, and thanks to sports radio like y'all have, that's the only way we can get our message out.
Since 1946, no pressure, no hassle, just tradition.
Good morning. How y'all today? If you don't mind, I'd like to talk about something, get you guys' opinion.
Call or text the program at 877-377-6963. The celebration starts now.
I don't know what to tell you. Why do we get arrogant, win a game, play well, and then go and just act like the other team's going to lay down? Are we looking for the easiest way? When you have a chance to being a special team and individually, you have a chance to change your life forever, and you just, I didn't feel like it today. I don't get it. I don't understand it.
That's John Calipari following Tuesday night's win. And only time this season, consecutive home games in the same week at Bud Walton Arena. This is an LSU team that's won one conference game. But you heard, like, I don't know if we get arrogant or not. You should beat this team by double digits tomorrow. But Colton, that doesn't mean they're going to. With just kind of the weird, wonky setup, the snow, and everything else. I'm curious what Arkansas basketball team comes out tonight that has yet to lose a home game all season.
Well, when Tommy was here earlier, he kind of mentioned that while LSU has, only won this one conference game so far, they haven't really gotten absolutely trounced in any of them. They've stayed competitive for the most part. He talked about how they gave up that lead to Kentucky, but they've been in some fights with some teams, and so they're going to bring it to you at Arkansas as well. I'm sure they may be a little bit, extra frustrated and antsy to get out there and play, having gotten into town early to beat this weather. They probably don't want to be cooped up in the hotel room too much longer, so they could always come out with a little extra spring in their step and a little more fire than you to start the game. So I know that it won't be the exact same raucous crowd they always have there at Bud Walton Arena, but you can't let that be the determining factor in who wins this game. It's got to be the talent of the Razorbacks that outshines LSU, and that roster for Arkansas is much better than LSU's. It's just how it looks on paper and once you watch it on TV. So they got to go out there and do what they've been expected to do all season long, which is compete, dominate on the boards, and be the most athletic team out there, and they'll come away with, like you said, hopefully a double-digit victory.
Cal trying to rally the troops.
Let me first of all thank all you fans and season ticket holders and students who have made Bud Walton ridiculous. What we've been able to do with you guys behind us, pushing us and lifting us, and when we're struggling, standing us up and say, come on, unbelievable. Now we're going to have some crazy weather coming up this weekend with LSU. We need the students there. Be safe. Walk down the hill, come out of your place, but be safe, but we need you there. And for you season ticket holders, if you can't get there, send your tickets. We will give them to the students. And if it's crazy, we got some other plans. But students, we need you there. Season ticket holders, it's going to be crazy. If you can't get here safely, get us those tickets and let us give them to the students. Appreciate y'all.
This is a type of atmosphere tomorrow that would be a lot of fun to be a part of because it'll be smaller, more secluded than what's typically in Bud Walton Arena. I would guess that the majority, Tommy said it earlier, they're probably going to let a lot of the people that usually sit in the upper deck come down to the lower bowl.
Yeah, it'd be fun. And, I know like we were kidding around this morning talking about how they won't let anybody into the nice seats up there right next to the bench or things like that. But that would be such a great picture. Just some guy that usually sits in the top of the arena who paints his chest for every game. He gets to go down there and sit in the money seats next to Coach Cal, and he's just flipping out from start to finish. Mm-hmm. That would be awesome. We would definitely have to get that one clipped up and post it all over the place. But it would be a really fun time to be up there if you can make it. I really hope that people are going to be safe with this because it is fun to watch this basketball team. I don't know if it's worth, running your car into the median or slipping and sliding around all over the interstate. But if you can and you have tickets to the game, like we've said, like Coach Cal said, give them to us. We'll try and get them away to somebody so someone that can make it to the game can be in there to cheer on the Razorbacks because you heard Coach Cal right there. There are times this season where they've been playing at home and that little bit of extra push from the team was what they needed. Like I just said, you hope that that's not the only thing keeping these guys motivated is just the support of Bud Walton Arena because like we talked about earlier, Ty, it's probably not going to be there in full force thanks to this winter weather.
Yeah, and either way, I think Arkansas's got enough firepower to get it done. Colton, we got this message earlier. I've been trying to find. I've been doing it in the last 10 or so minutes, trying to find the. I'm going to take the listener at his word on this when it comes to Eddie and Clarksville's memorial and funeral service next week. Colton, if you could pop that up on our video.
I got it
live
right here,
stream.
Todd. Sorry, I can't pull it up over there.
Go and just.
Visitation for Eddie will be at Hardwick Funeral Home on the 29th from 5 to 7, and the funeral will be Friday the 30th.
At 10 a.m. because I know that person corrected
Yeah,
himself.
at 10
I don't think someone's going to get on our live stream and tell us something.
No, and they've been on our live stream the past several days,
Okay,
just giving
cool.
us more information from that situation, that tragedy. So,
Miss Lisa adding in his obituary will be online in the Arkansas Democrat Gazette on Monday and in the paper 1 week from this Sunday. I'm guessing she's talking
in lieu
about
of flowers, they've asked that donations be made for memorials to go to the Brandon Brosworth Foundation.
Well, that's awesome. Well, just pray again for his family and his friends, because I know we all feel like we know him, and I know we've met him, but they're suffering as it's just not something that you wish anyone had to go through, but just be thinking about them this next weekend when they're having to go through all that, unfortunately. So wanted to make sure we got that got that in there before the show concluded. Bud Light Morning Rush podcast is going to be out in just a bit. We had Zach Hall on this morning, Arkansas Weather. Yeah, Zach's a good guy, and I was dead serious about Zach. So Zach's accumulated a huge following now across Arkansas. He's actually a genuinely good dude. Some guys and gals, they get famous in the state or outside the state, and they kind of turn into DBs. Zach is not one
We
of
should
those
really
guys.
have him on more because we talked more ball than we did weather for most of that.
He loves
He knew what he was talking about.
He loves him some Arkansas sports. Big time Razorback fan. Hey, as we conclude this Fast Break Friday, brought to you by QC Kinetix. It's also Football Friday at times and Fastball, and we've got baseball coming up here in about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But I did have a basketball thing. So we've spent so much time talking about the Indiana Hoosiers. I say basketball. I have a football thing. We spent so much time talking about Kirk Cignetti. We talked about his new Chipotle Bowl earlier in the show. I know Arkansas fans are making comparisons. Hey, if Indiana can do it, why can't we? I think the proper comparison, I was kind of sitting and doom scrolling last night on my phone, and I saw a Vanderbilt highlight. Arkansas is Vanderbilt of the SEC right now, the bad one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you just went 2-10. You didn't win a conference game. You've had a couple seasons like that recently, unfortunately. Different coaching staffs, different setup. You're the Vanderbilt of the SEC. We've seen, thanks to Clark Lee, Barton Simmons, who used to work for 24/7 Sports, I don't think gets enough credit for what he's done there with player evaluation, what they've been able to do. Now, albeit they're in Nashville, Tennessee, which is just a heck of a place, but they have academic restrictions on some kids.
Mm-hmm.
That Arkansas, let me tell you, if I can get into the U of A, there's a lot of kids that can get into the U of A. So how do you get out of this hole? Instead of using the phrase, if Indiana can do it, we can do it, because Vanderbilt is an actual SEC team that has to compete in this league, that's the comparison you should make as an Arkansas fan. If Vanderbilt can do it, we're talking about football here, we can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's accurate. I know Diego Pavia and company wish they were in the college football playoff, and I felt like they earned that spot. Didn't happen. That to me, if you're going to shoot for something, Colton, that's the program that you're looking at.
We talked about this the other day. It's player evaluation for me. If Coach Silverfield and company have come in here and they've got this highly touted transfer portal class that on three says, hey, all the guys you lost and all
Top
the guys
10.
hey, all the guys you got back, you made up for it plus some. You got a lot better actually through the portal. If all that's true and we see that on the field, I think that, you should be trying to improve on that every year. So Vanderbilt, Indiana, all those schools, the way they've evaluated the players, their way they've constructed their roster, if you notice it, Ty, it's got a little bit of an older feel to it. It's not freshmen and sophomores. It's juniors, seniors, and then obviously some of these last straggling COVID seniors and things like that. Now, as all those go away and eligibility rules get more, murky by the minute with the Bediako stuff that we see in college basketball, you've got a chance to make your roster to be something that can be really highly touted across the SEC, and Vanderbilt is certainly a good model to follow.
Hopefully they can do that. Whether it's football, fast break, or fastball, it's brought to you by QC Kinetix. Maybe you want to start this year not hurting anymore. Well, they can help you out with joint pain. You don't want to go through surgery, downtime. just having to put your life on pause, they can help you out with their regenerative treatments that happen right here in Arkansas. Call 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234 for QC Kinetix. For Colton Little, Tommy Kraft, Zach Hall, I'm Ty Richardson. Everyone be safe this weekend. We should be back Monday morning at 9 a.m. We'll keep you posted on ESPN Arkansas. HitThatLine.com and our Hit That Line Now app, powered by Taco Bell.
This is Bruce Stanton, Vice President and General Manager of Pradco Fishing in Fort Smith. If you're going to do some